and I kept revising a little bit because it got me thinking about how I want to be remembered and where I want to get to wherever the ending point is, right? So it's a very good exercise. And I would suggest and recommend to each and every one of you out there to actually sit down and write your own eulogy to see where you want to end up and where you want to be.
I love that you did it, Chad. And I'm curious, when you did the new revision each time, did you kind of remember last week we talked about kind of letting ourselves dream big?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did. I let myself dream big, but it's hard because as I was doing that, I felt the internal restraints of dreaming big that I place on myself, that I think all of us place on ourselves to some degree. And so it's almost like I naturally want to limit myself or doubt what I'm capable of, or somehow maybe looking at, past experiences as a way of saying, well, you can't possibly do that. And so it was hard to get out of that train of thought. It's a very challenging process.
Right. We are naturally self-limiting, I think, in our belief system.
Yes.
And we need to push ourselves out there to dream big. Anyone can do the things that, I think we just think, oh, other people are the ones that can achieve that. That's not in the cards for me, because for what reason? Like, why do we limit ourselves like that?
Exactly. Like I just had a conversation. The Trailblazers general manager, Joe Cronin, was on the show a couple of days ago. And I love his story because he obviously dreamed big. He started with the Trailblazers in 2006 as an intern.
Oh, really?
As an intern.
Yeah.
And he told me that when he was young, he'd always tell people, like, I want to be a general manager of a basketball team. And my guess would be family members, friends were like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Sure,
good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
But I asked him about the process because I was an intern once, at a radio station, at multiple radio stations, and I did a lot of work for free over the course of a period of time, right? Just trying to get experience. But he told me that when he took the job, he saw it as a great opportunity to learn and get involved in the game because he was pursuing his dream, his passion. So he wasn't getting paid for the internship. So he used credit cards and different things to charge up living expenses because he knew he needed to be here and learning from the people he was with.
Such a great story.
So you go from there to, you fast forward by about, what is that? So 2006.
19 years.
Yeah. 20 years, 18 years. And now you're running the basketball team that you were once an intern for back in 2006.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about, visualization and manifestation. You have to take action. You can't just dream things. You have to take a step like he did, be willing to roll up your sleeves, take a financial hit, and, take action to get those dreams.
I agree. So I want to recap this so that people understand where we're going. The exercise was, because I asked you about, what one of your dreams is, where you want to be or what you want to do down the road. And you mentioned that you want to be a traveling dancer, right? Like around the world.
Well, it was just when I'm 80,
yes.
Chad, I'm not taking this up next year, but yeah, it's just a way, like, how do I want to live my life when I'm older?
Yes.
And the conversation started because we were talking about, as a couple, a lot of people haven't even thought for themselves what they want to do with the rest of their life.
Yeah.
No less how they want to do it together. And so doing that exercise individually as a couple is really powerful, and then sharing it with each other.
Yes. And way,
just doing it for yourself, just as a single person.
Yes. And then that way, if you share those items, things that you want to do down the road, then it gives you an opportunity to get on the same page to go about the process of trying to make it happen.
So when you put something out there farther, you actually start to see opportunities that you otherwise would have missed. Have you ever seen, from the 70s, there was a study done, and it was, I think, about 6 people passing a basketball to each other. Does this ring a bell? I hate to give it away, because you can go on YouTube and look for basketball pass and gorilla. Okay. And I feel like I should give it away just to make my point. But this is a study that basically shows that we are so focused on one thing that we miss the gorilla.
Yeah.
Right. And so you look back, you're like, how did I miss that? Well, it's because you're focused on something else. And that's how we do in our life. We talked last week about, like, the little T-Rex arms with our dreams. And so when things are lying outside of that circle that we keep really close to us, we miss it, because your brain can only register, a small percentage of the things that is out there that, we could be seeing, which is why you see the white car that you just bought all the time, all over the place, because all of a sudden now it's on your radar and now you see it. There's not more of them out there. You just see it now because it's in your mind at that time.
So dreaming, not an exercise that we should stop, regardless of age. Continue to dream.
Always. And dream big.